Question for the Tam fam. When was the last time you used an old-fashioned paper map? We're all using our iPhones these days to get around. Well, author Peng Shepherd is fascinated by maps, and she used them as the key to the plot of her new novel, The Cartographers. The supernatural mystery unfolds as a map expert is found dead in his office at a New York City public library. Then his daughter finds a battered old map in a secret compartment in his desk. This novel is getting rave reviews, with the Washington Post calling it one of those brilliant books you have to read twice. Ooh. Please welcome author Peng Shepherd to the show. There's so many things here, but I have to tell you, the last time I had a paper map of any sort, I drove 1,528 miles. My dad gave me the map from Texas to Philadelphia. How long ago was that? Phones were still in bags. From the bag phone. So this book is fascinating. What intrigued you or pulled you into this world?
Well, I have always thought that maps were beautiful and fascinating, and you know, these days it is so much easier to navigate with a digital map, but I just feel like we're losing something, kind of that sense of wonder and discovery, and I wanted to write a book that gave readers hopefully the same feeling of that kind of possibility and escape that I get when I look at paper maps.
I love this. In your author's note, which is so beautifully done, you say, we tend to think of maps as perfectly accurate. After all, that's the point of them. What good would a map that lied be? But in fact, many maps do just that.
They do. So we all do tend to think of maps as perfectly accurate, but it turns out that map makers often on their paper maps, they will put in a little kind of secret error on purpose, sort of like a secret signature, or to protect their work. And when I found that out, because I already thought maps were so beautiful and interesting, and so my fascination went from fascination to obsession, and I just knew that I had to write about those secrets that are on paper maps.
It's fascinating. Speaking of obsessions, you've said that you've always pretty much wanted to be an author since you were a child. Your mother, Lin Sue Cooney, former news anchor at KPNX in Phoenix, Arizona, has been a creative inspiration for you and even reads your drafts.
Yes, she is my first reader. I will, anytime I'm having a problem with a chapter or I finish a draft of something and I'm not sure, I send it to her before even my agent or editor. Yeah.
And she published your first book as a kid, I understand.
Yes, well, when I was about 6 or 7, as soon as I realized that you could write books, I tried to write a book of my own. And she ended up taking it to her office and laminating it and putting a little spiral plastic spine in the back to bring it home, surprise me. And when she brought it home and gave it to me, I thought I had been published.
You know what? It's so funny. I love it because when I read that story and knowing that this story is based with, you know, a core of it is maps and a relationship between a parent and a child, I thought, you know, parents are the road maps, obviously, to who we become. Yeah. And your mother laid the map in publishing that first little book to where you are right now. So congratulations. This is beautiful. And I love this cover.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful cover. Thank you, Peng. The Cartographers is out now. And guess what? My studio audience is getting a copy. This book is phenomenal. And a real page turner. Now, we've not forgotten about the Tam fam at home. Check out the Tamron Hall Show Facebook and Instagram pages for a chance to win copies of all of the books you've seen today. Each and every one of them brilliant in their own way, built on love, and more important, built on making us happy to read good books these days.